Emma had never been a dog person. She thought they were too much work, too messy, too loud. That changed the day she found Maximum. Or rather, the day Max found her. It was a cold autumn evening, and Emma was walking home from her office. She heard a faint whimpering from a nearby alley. At first, she ignored it, but the sound tugged at her heart. Reluctantly, she followed it to find a skinny golden retriever, shivering and tangled in a discarded fishing net. His amber eyes locked onto hers, pleading silently for help. Emma freed him and tried to walk away, but the dog limped after her. "I can't take you home," she said firmly. The dog tilted his head and wagged his tail. "No," she insisted. But when she reached her door, there he was, sitting patiently, tail thumping on the ground. She sighed and let him in, just for the night. That night turned into a week, then a month, and soon Max was a permanent fixture in her life. He was more than a pet, he was a companion. He sat by her as she worked late into the night, nudged her hand when she was upset, and greeted her every morning with unbridled joy. Over the years, Emma and Max became inseparable. They went on hikes, explored the countryside, and shared countless quiet evenings by the fire. Max seemed to sense her moods better than anyone else. When Emma's father passed away, Max rested his head on her lap, his quiet presence a balm for her grief. As the years passed, Max's golden fur turned silver, and his once boundless energy waned. Walks became slower, his playful barks quieter. Emma adjusted her life around his needs, building ramps in the house and cooking him special meals when he grew picky. One crisp winter morning, Emma woke to find Max struggling to stand. His eyes met hers, full of trust but also weariness. She wrapped him in his favorite blanket and drove to the vet. The prognosis was grim. "It's time to let him go," the vet said gently. Emma held Max close, whispering words of love and gratitude as he drifted off, his tail wagging one last time. In the days that followed, Emma felt an emptiness she hadn't known was possible. But Max's memory lingered in every corner of her home, in the chew marks on the furniture, the faint paw prints by the door, and the warmth he had brought to her once lonely life. One day, while walking in the park where they'd spent so many happy hours, Emma noticed a small, scruffy puppy darting toward her. Its eyes, bright and amber like Max's, looked up at her with a mix of curiosity and hope. And just like that, Emma smiled, knowing Max had sent her a new friend to love.